Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Suvia Fernandez and I make makeup and hair videos. Sometimes I make nail videos and vlogs as well. So as you have already read from the thumbnail, this video is gonna be on how you can grow your hair, tips on growing long hair, and how you can maintain like healthy, long and thick hair. So this is what my hair looks like right now. I'll just stand and show you. So they are like, pretty long. I can say like this long. They look something like this. Obviously they haven't grown like this overnight. It has taken me years, if not months. It has taken me years, and it is a lot of work, no doubt. Just not growing your hair, but the whole process of maintaining it and taking care of it is very tedious. But there are certain things that you can do that's going to help with the whole procedure, the whole process. And it's not really something very difficult. I'm going to speak about some things that I do on a day-to-day basis that has helped me personally to go from this to this. So make sure to watch the whole video. I have also posted a video like few months ago. I will put it in the description box. It has a few tips here and there, but I forgot to mention some tips like into it. So this is gonna be like a more updated and detailed version of that video, since a lot of you have watched that and liked it. So if you haven't watched this, you can watch that first and then come back, or you can watch this by itself, because I have added those into this video. To begin with, you need to be gentle with your hair, okay? No tearing, no breaking. Yesterday I was telling one of my friends, while she was combing her hair, she was literally breaking it like anything, and she was oiling her hair after that. I'm like, you cannot do both of these things together, okay? You need to be really gentle with your hair is really delicate, and the way you treat it, the way you handle it, it's gonna show. So if you're taking out tangles, make sure you take it out with your fingers like this first, and then go with a comb. And also use wide tooth combs, something like this, which is wide. And I love using wooden combs. I've stopped using plastic combs because that causes friction. So you can just go for wide tooth wooden combs. Avoid going for those small combs unless you have some hairstyle to do. Otherwise you should use wooden combs, because it distributes the oils in your hair properly. Okay, this is like the first main point. Be gentle, okay? Be gentle and use a wide tooth comb. And you can try using a wooden comb. That's like the better option. This is a neem wood comb, okay? You get like a lot of wooden combs. This is neem wood comb, the one that I have. This is important. Then second thing is, do protective hairstyles while you sleep. First thing, do not leave your hair open and sleep, because when you do that, it causes a lot of hair breakage. So what I do is I tie like braids, either two braids or one braid, and I sleep. And I tie this on my head, okay? I know it looks funny. This is a satin cloth. And what this does is, when you put it on your head, okay, I look like an artist, like a painter. I put all of this inside it as well, okay? Like this, it looks something like this. What it does is, it doesn't really cause any sort of friction, so it protects your hair while you sleep. That is, like, when you use this and when you wake up the next day, you're gonna see a difference. Your hair is not gonna be frizzy, okay? It's gonna be really smooth and shiny. Main thing is it adds shine. So you can either make this at home. There's a lot of YouTube videos, or you can buy it. I think it costs like 200-150 rupees, if I'm not wrong. The silk ones are even better, but this is a satin one. It works the same. Or else you can either use like silk or satin pillowcases or bed sheets. The other option, that is even better. But personally, that's not really feasible, because that leads to a lot of heat. When you sleep on that, you're gonna feel hot. So I feel this is something that you can do. Also use scrunchies instead of those tight rubber bands or those plastic elastics. Just throw them out if you want to grow your hair, because when you tie them, it just causes breakage, okay? It actually causes breakage, and it causes split ends. So throw them out, dump them. You need satin scrunchies, silk scrunchies, or else huge claw clips, okay? Just avoid those rubber bands and those tight plastic stuff. Okay, also while you're traveling, do not leave your hair open. I know it's very tempting, you know, it looks nice when your hair is flying all over the place and blah blah blah, but that leads to a lot of breakage because your hair gets tangled. All right, so while you're like untangling it, it will break. So always tie your hair while you're traveling, especially by bus, bikes. If you do not want to tie a braid, at least, like, you know, make like a bun or something and just put a clip on it so that it stays in place, and once you have reached a destination, you can just take it off. When it comes to oiling, you need regular oiling. Okay, like at least once a week. What I do is, usually when I'm feeling lazy, I just use coconut oil on my roots, and I use this scalp massager, and I just, you know, go like that on my entire head, like that, like for like 10 minutes. And then on my hair lengths, I use the Himalaya protein hair cream. This is what it looks like. There's a lot of variants in that, so you can give them a try. I do not use hair oil on my hair lengths because then everything gets too greasy. Then massage it, and I leave it for like an hour or 2 hours. Do not keep it overnight because that also leads to hair breakage. Okay, so just some hour of hair washing and then just leave it. That's what I do. And then wash it. So while I wash my hair, I wash my hair with shampoo twice. Okay, like I use the normal Dove shampoo. I wash my hair. I take the shampoo, I just use it on my roots. I do not use it on my hair lengths. And then I let the water run out, and then I go for a second rinse. Okay, that is important because one rinse is not enough to like clean up your hair properly. So I go for a second rinse, and once that is done, the next important step is conditioner. Conditioner is really important because it helps your hair from getting tangled, it smoothens it, and it, like, you know, creates that protective barrier over your hair so that it's not really prone to breakage, if that makes sense. So use conditioner, do not skip conditioner, because that will just make your hair rough, and it's just gonna make your life better if you use conditioner. Okay, so use conditioner, any conditioner. I use a Dove conditioner. You can just go for any conditioner that you're using. Do not use too much, just a small pea-sized amount for your hair lengths. Do not use it on your roots. Next thing is, do not comb wet hair. Okay, wet hair is very delicate, very very delicate. I will repeat myself, wet hair is really delicate. So do not comb wet hair. Let your hair dry. If you're gonna style it, let it be like 90% dry, and then, like, you know, style it with a blow brush like the one that I have. Otherwise, just leave it, let it dry on its own. Use like a cotton t-shirt instead of those thick towels. Just use a cotton t-shirt to wrap your hair, and you're done, you know. Just let it dry on its own. Just don't leave it like that. Don't leave it wet also. And while you're sleeping, especially, don't sleep with wet hair. Make sure your hair dries, because again, while you're sleeping, it just, your hair rubs and it causes friction and it's gonna break. Okay, do not bleach your hair. If you want to color your hair, go for those dark colors like dark brown, walnut brown, chestnut brown, all of those browns, but just avoid bleach because it just destroys your hair. It gets into your hair and just sucks the life out of it, and your hair becomes dry and it's gonna look like hay. So just avoid bleaching, because once your hair is bleached, there's nothing you can do about it. Once it grows a certain length, you just have to cut it off. Okay, so just avoid bleaching at all costs. Just do not bleach your hair. Go for heatless hairstyles, like I will put the video in the description box, the link to like heatless curls. So, you know, there are like a lot of heatless hairstyles that you can do, especially heatless curls. Go for them. Apply as less heat as you can, or just totally cut it off. Just don't put any type of heat on your hair unless it's really necessary. Just avoid it. That is really important, because again, heat is gonna damage your hair. I know they're gonna say use heat protectant or use this or use that. Just don't use heat on your hair. If you can avoid it, just avoid it. Also, while you have bath, while you wash your hair, do not have bath with like really hot water. It's bad for your scalp and for your skin as well. Have bath with like mildly hot water or else cold water. It's the best. Like once you're done with your shower or your bath, just rinse your hair with cold water. It's gonna help. It keeps the hair, like, you know, shiny, and again reduce damage. So just avoid any type of heat, be it hairstyling or water. Just avoid it. And water, drink a lot of water, because again, that leads to health, like, you know, benefits, especially hair growth. When you drink water, it affects your hair health as well. Your hair looks more lively and more voluminous and more it doesn't look dry. The roots, the hair that grows out, you know, it has some sort of life in it. Hair masks, you can either use a normal hair mask that you get in the market, or else you can create your own hair masks by mixing different ingredients like honey, yogurt, oils, rice water. There's a lot of things, you can search it up. I will try to upload videos using those things because I need to start doing all of those things again. I used to do that, but I stopped it. I need to start again. So use hair masks, okay? Like at least once a week or once in 15 days. Make sure you do, because that helps with your hair length and your overall hair health. Make sure you don't do any tight hairstyles like those tight ponies and stuff what pulls on your hair, because you know you're gonna start losing hair in front and on the back as well. Wherever you make those tight hairstyles, your hair is gonna be pulled off. So avoid those tight hairstyles. I told you use protective hairstyles like braids or buns. And even when you do buns, like don't wrap the rubber band or the scrunchie too hard. Make sure it's loose. Whatever you do, it needs to be loose, okay? Then get regular haircuts, because if your hair is damaged at the bottom, if you have some split ends, it's gonna just keep breaking more and more. So you need to, only if your hair seems damaged, just get a regular like trim, just a trim, not a haircut, just a trim, maybe once a year or twice a year depending on how damaged your hair is. If it's not necessary, don't do it. Only if you feel like it's damaged, do it. I personally just do it twice a year, once at the start of the year and once at the end. So I just avoid extra hair cutting, and also if it's really necessary, only then I do it. Another thing is, you don't need to wash your hair regularly. You just need to wash it once or twice a week. Personally, I do it like sometimes once or twice a week, not more than that. You need to train your hair, okay? If you feel it's too oily, your hair will listen to you. Make sure that if you used to wash your hair like once in 2 days first, now make it 3 days, then slowly make it 4 days, because the more you wash your hair, the more it's gonna like wash off the essential oils that are already in your head, and then it's gonna prepare or create even more, produce even more hair oil, and then you know the process is gonna keep repeating. So just avoid excessive hair washing. Also, because of the shampoo and all of those things, it makes your hair dry, right? So avoid the excessive hair shampooing. Just see how much your hair needs. Maximum twice a week, or else once a week is perfectly fine, okay? If you feel it's too oily, then you can go ahead and wash it, or else just don't. Just once a week is totally fine. If you have any sort of dandruff or lice in your hair, make sure you get rid of that, because that is also really damaging. Like dandruff is basically dry scalp, you know, like how do I put it, like hair infection. Basically your scalp is going through something and it needs immediate treatment and care. And lice is like, it just sucks out the blood from your head and it just gives a very bad look. Like people are gonna not like it. Personally, you shouldn't like it because it's in your hair. So get rid of any sort of lice or dandruff or any, like, you know, dirt that it's in your hair, because that is not at all a clean or, like, you know, pleasant look. And for the end part, take a small amount of oil, like really small amount of oil, and apply it only to your hair ends every night before you go to sleep, okay? Just like this, and, like, you know, just some, so that it prevents any sort of dry ends or split ends, okay? If not every day, at least once in 2 days. Like once you do your braid while you sleep at night, just, like, you know, take some, like 2-3 drops of oil and just at the bottom. That's all that you need to do. And what I do is I take this massager. This is my third one. I have another one which I haven't used, and there's one in my washroom which I have used and it's almost gone. Like the pointy thingies have become like blunt because of the constant use. Even while I wash my hair, like, you know, while I shampoo my hair, I just scrub my scalp with this, because of which all the dirt and all of that comes off even more, like, you know, easily, and it gives me a more cleaner, like, effect and cleaner wash. So I massage my hair every day, or at least I try to. So I think that's all for this video, guys. I have told you everything that I do for my hair. Personally, I have been through a lot of hair changes throughout my life. I don't know how, but when I was small, I used to have really curly hair, like really curly hair, like Maggie noodles type of hair. So my parents never let me grow my hair because it was a hassle, right, to comb it and to maintain it. So I never had that sort of long hair, but as time passed, like it kind of started straightening by itself. And what I noticed is, I don't know if it's true or what, but because when your hair gets longer, because of the weight, it just falls down, right? So it becomes straighter. This is what I feel, because since my hair has become long, it's not straight like needle straight, but it is really straight. And right now my hair is like dirty. I haven't washed it like for 4 or 5 days. I need to get it washed, so I'll be washing my hair after this video. Yeah, so take care of your hair, make sure you wash it properly, oil it properly, take care of it, be gentle, to summarize. And use scrunchies every single day. I have thrown out all my rubber bands and all of those things. I don't use that. And I have stopped bleaching my hair. There is just some section of hair that's green over here that I had bleached like a year ago, but after that I never bleached my hair, and I'm never gonna bleach my hair. And drink water. And yeah, the most important thing is, people are gonna tell you, use this to grow your hair faster, use this to grow your hair faster. That is not gonna work. According to research, human hair grows only around ½ inch per month. That is like this much, something like this, like per month. It's not gonna grow more faster. It's just gonna help maintain the hair like quality and length. Like it's gonna avoid breakage, but you cannot you cannot like make your hair grow extremely fast soon. Like in a month they're gonna be like, it's gonna grow like 5 inches, 6 inches. That is impossible. Do not believe in all of these things. It's not gonna work like that. If you wanna grow your hair, you need lot of patience, lot of years, lot of time, lot of efforts. And trust me, once you reach like long hair length, you are gonna be really, really happy. It gives you a different kind of satisfaction and pleasure. You're gonna love it. Okay, so now I have like waist length hair. It reaches my waist and a bit below that, and I love my hair. So if you wanna have long hair, make sure you follow all of these steps. And if you have any extra tips, you can definitely comment it down below. I would love to read anything extra. So that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. Do like this video also if you like it, if you found it useful. And thank you so much for watching once again, and have a great day ahead.